Yeah, I know I'm late to the party, but I still wanted to touch on this thin client thing because it's very, very confusing to me. I wanted to touch on it a couple days ago, but I took a day off YouTube for those of you who usually follow the channel. Caught that dagwummy fever. I've been a little bit under the weather, but feeling okay at the moment. We're going to be talking about Fortnite's thin client because, again, I have conflicting thoughts on it. And as always, guys, I would love to know what you think about it down below afterwards. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with many YouTube channels. Guys, let me bring you over to this post by Hypex. New Fortnite thin client official description. Quarter 3 2025. Introducing install management and a modular game mode approach with similar upfront download on PC and mobile. This is a phased project and some components may ship prior as we build towards the desired end state. So, this is something that I honestly never really saw Epic Games doing because, of course, we know that Epic Games' big new goal is the Metaverse. Create the Metaverse. Anybody can play anything they want. The find it in Fortnite model type thing. I think this actually hurts the Metaverse. I'm sure Epic Games will find a way, to be honest with you. I'm sure they'll find a way to make it work. But from the sounds of this, everybody's game files are going to be smaller, which obviously is a good thing. If you wanted to play something within the Metaverse, then you would have to download or update that specific thing. I would imagine the Fortnite lobby is going to be treated kind of like the Epic Games launcher. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking of this from Epic Games' perspective. I think this will hurt their goal with the Metaverse because if you're looking to find all of these creative maps, I will not be playing a lot of these things if it's time to just download this because I don't know about you guys, and I would imagine a lot of people have my own similar experience with navigating Discovery and the Metaverse as of right now. If there is a mode that I want to play, like let's say I want to find a new gun game map, just off the top of my head, for example, right? All of my friends are there. We just load into the gun game map. Nobody's going to want to sit down and wait to download that gun game map. And I know in the lobby right now, you still have like that downloading content type thing that shows up in your lobby right now. If it works similar to that, then okay, that's great because it's something we already have. But I don't know, man. Like why would this thin client be a thing if it's not for any significant sort of downloads? That's where I'm sitting at because how I imagine this going is we want to play some game within the Find It in Fortnite model. We find something in Discovery. Everybody has to download it. But that's not going to work because we all have that one friend who takes a day and a half to download something because of their internet speed. But even jokes aside, nobody's going to want to sit and wait for something to download unless it's something like really significant, unless it's a brand new Metaverse mode like Fortnite Festival. Maybe that's what this is for. Maybe it has nothing to do with what's buried in Discovery. And if that's the case, honestly, I'm feeling a little bit better about that because we know Epic Games is going to be making a lot of new modes coming into Fortnite. If it works, so if, for example, I don't play Rocket Racing and I don't intend on playing Rocket Racing, it'd be nice if I could just delete Rocket Racing and not have that file size on my PC. If that's the case, then I'm so here for it. But even then, thinking about this from Epic Games' perspective, I don't know if this is really a good thing because then people will be even more reluctant to try your new modes. If you come out with, like, let's say Rocket Racing didn't exist, you come out the Rocket Racing mode, but you have to download that on top of the Fortnite update, on top of the UEFN update, and now you're going to have a third update. Nobody has, like, there's not a ton of people who have fast internet speed. Like, I'm sitting here from a little bit of a privileged standpoint too, because I personally don't like this. I would just download Fortnite. I would download everything that comes from it. But then I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, I have a 5 terabyte PC and phenomenal internet. Of course, it's no big deal to me. So I would imagine this is a good thing for a lot of the player base. Maybe this is Epic Games, but that's impossible because they're big, scary, evil Epic Games who just wants to suck the money out of you. I'm just kidding. But what if this really is Epic Games just doing something nice for the player base? They say, okay, our game size is getting way too big with all of these modes, and even if this makes it a little bit more difficult for people to access these new modes, maybe it's creating an extra step for people to give this a try. This is important to us to have the game file size reduced. I don't know. I really don't. Like, that's the only thing that can really make sense of it. Because if they didn't care, they would just leave the game as big as it is. For the people who want to play Battle Royale, they'd play Battle Royale. Another thing is, and this just might be me having some wishful thinking over here, because we're going to download all the content that we want, can't they make it so we can download more locker presets? I'm being completely sincere when I say that. I would love it if I could download some presets infinitely. I could use all of my skins. but that's assuming in Chapter 6 that they even fixed the locker. By the way, Epic Games, I still would pay Fortnite Crew subscription if it meant that I could have more presets, but that's a conversation for another time. I'm just thinking about what else like we could possibly download. It's pretty well just the brand new modes. They know that they're going to bring in more modes in the Find in Fortnite, but I keep running into this problem trying to think about why this is good from the side of Epic Games. Obviously, there's a reason, but maybe they're actually just caring about their player base. I know that's so foreign for people to think about, but it could be a possibility. If I'm Epic Games, I'm like, no, we're going to have all of this available for people to play. That was Donald Mustard's vision, by the way. You can just have Fortnite be your own playground. You can play whatever mode you want with any character that you want to play as. But even if they're not just being nice, maybe it's completely necessary with the Disney mode, with whatever new mode they're bringing in Chapter 6, open world. Maybe the game file size is on its way to getting like to a absolutely ridiculous level, and then it just becomes something that Epic Games has to do and they don't have a choice. Maybe that's also a case to consider, but it's a very, very interesting thing. If you didn't know, it was supposed to come out soon, and it ended up getting delayed until late next year. I'm kind of okay with that, but like I said, I'm speaking from a place of privilege. Somebody's sitting with a really, really nice PC, so I understand the frustration from the player base. It just doesn't really fit into my own personal life, if that makes sense. But I want to talk about that Disney mode for a second, speaking of bringing more modes into Fortnite, because recently I made a tier list video diving into the collaborations of Disney and Pixar and characters that I personally would like to see come to Fortnite. You can check out that video right here where we talk about all of that. I would love to have you guys over there. Take care, everybody.